I was gonna ask, you haven't been here for very long. Almost a year, or have you hit a year yet?
I have hit a year.
You have
I
hit
hit
a
a year in actually April.
Oh, okay. And how you liking it? I mean, you're doing stuff now.
I love it. Honestly, when I first started, I didn't know a lot and I was really nervous.
Yep.
But once started talking to people, got closer with them, built more of a connection than just learning and them teaching. There was actually like, I felt like I can talk to these guys and I can learn from them. It's been pretty good.
I've seen Russell make these quite a bit, so I feel like I could make one of these.
You probably could. They're not hard. They're not too hard. Once you understand what's going on, it's really nice. Obviously, you have to be paying attention when you make it, but just in general, compared to like vane pumps and piston, these are much easier and more like just chill and just do it. Yeah.
Oh, is that like a liquid gasket?
Yeah, it's a kind of like a sealant for the shaft seal.
Okay. And you're building 3?
3 units, yes.
Why is he assembling them? I think that probably people wonder, like, isn't that kind of expensive? Yeah, it is more expensive. The big thing, though, is that there's so many different type of configurations. It'd be very tough to stock everything. I think that if you were to look at how many different combinations there could be, different sizes, ports, thread, even just the connections, shafts, mounting flanges, and so forth, it would be impossible to stock everything.
It's flush, that's what we're looking for. Should be good.
You're missing it. This is Joel's debut.
I know, I was just going to make fun of him.
Oh, of course.
You're not making fun of him.
No.
Okay, he's doing a good job. If anything, you should give him tips.
Yeah, Trent.
Supporting. He's doing good so far, if I had to say.
These are pretty straightforward.
Famous last words. Just blows up on the test match.
That would be
These are
funny.
pretty simple. Boom.
No. Those are the fitted seals, I think they're called?
Yeah. One time, one of these seals wasn't in proper and it was dropping flow like crazy, like a lot.
They're there to stop.
Seal them up and everything. I'm excited to see the video.
Well, we're not done it. What are you putting in? What are those parts called?
Channel seals.
Channel seals.
Yeah. We got the Buna ones and then we have Teflons. These go on top of the soft ones.
Did learning how to test on the gear bench first before building them help at all?
Yeah, it did help a lot because I got to know which way and how the oil flows through the pump and how the oil is traveling within the pump while it's running. I actually thought I'll show you what I used to think, how it runs, but I was completely wrong. So I used to think that when the gears are spinning, that the oil is going from in and going out, but it's completely the opposite. It goes from outer and goes like that when they're spinning, right?
Yes.
I would think the other way. I would think the oil is like the gears are making it travel inside and then going outwards, but
I thought so too.
So being on the gear bench, I learned things like that a little bit.
I think we could be here for 10 years and still not know everything.
Yeah. All right, all the seals are in. Now we just assemble it. This is counterclockwise, sorry.
And that makes a difference on how you put it together?
No, this could be a clockwise pump, but you would put it in a way where it's counterclockwise. So Russell told me this is always pressure side, and this is always suction where it's opening. So it is counterclockwise, so you just have the suction here, pressure there.
Like what's on here that makes you know that this should be this side and this should be this side for a counter?
Well, so on the gear bench, the pump goes in like that, right? It goes in like that, and this is the belly down. This is a belly, and it's
Okay.
facing down. And that's top of the housing. So when we put it there, there's a little chart we have on the gear bench.
Okay.
I'll show you real quick.
Sure. Where's that?
So that, it shows when the belly's down, it's clockwise, and the belly's up is counterclockwise.
Okay.
So that's how I would know which side the plate goes on.
Okay.
You hear a lot about the testing. LIFCO does test most of the gear pumps. We want to make sure that it's functioning properly. If somebody were to not test their gear pump, I see no problem with that inherently. I would understand why they would not test it. There are some issues with testing as well. That in a gear pump, what's happening is the gears are actually removing material from the housing. So you want to be removing a little bit of the material before it gets into the customer's machine. But you don't want to be removing too much material, or else the pump's not going to work as well.
And does it matter where you put the drive gear and the idler gear?
Yes, so the drive gear is always on top of the gear pump, like the top face of it.
Yep.
That smells good. I think you would have a fun time building this, because I still have fun building them.
It's kind of like Lego. So
Yeah,
what's this?
yeah. Hey Adele, you want to know who's my favorite person in the shop?
Okay.
Martina right here.
Martino.
Yeah.
Did you guys start at the same time almost? No?
Yeah, he started 2 months after, I think.
Okay.
So not too far
No.
off.
One each for 1 year, no.
Yes, I know. He was saying in around April, so May or June. Back? Yeah, okay.
Counterclockwise, looking from the shaft side. Arrows on the right side.
Yes. Yeah, normally we see Russell build like a whole tower.
Yeah, so the, no, we don't have, we shipped it out yesterday. But we built 3 section or 4, it was like this tall. It was nice to test it too.
You guys more hookups or?
Yeah, more, we were using all the lines basically.
Huh.
And then we had a strap on it just because it was so
Whoa.
long. Nice. Now, that's pretty much it.
And then you do it again 3 times.
3 times. You gotta put the washers, you gotta find the bolts, right size, and that's one done.
LIFCO Hydraulics 5 years ago purchased an excavator attachment manufacturing company, and that company is called TRK. And this is the stuff that we make here. We make this with, so this one's actually Canadian steel, and we cut the steel in Buffalo, New York, and then it gets welded back in Canada, and then it gets painted here in Buffalo because we have the big paint booth here.